Hi guys, good afternoon from London, 23rd of May, Thursday. Just having a quick look at the calendar for the rest of the session, and we'll have a quick look over some of the charts as well. This morning we've had PMI numbers out of Europe. Overall mixed, perhaps you could say slightly worse. The euro has come under pressure this morning, but we are seeing a bit of a recovery as it's coming into midday, sort of lunchtime region in Europe, as prices a bit confused as where to go. Going into the back end of the session or beginning of the US, you have the usual weekly initial jobless claims coming out at 1:30, and new home sales as well to keep an eye on. A couple of speakers as well, but other than that, relatively quiet on the data front. A couple of markets at a really interesting point. You've got the pound market and cable here, keeping an eye on this trend line. Was also the low, the 10th of December, 126 on the futures. See if we just go and a quick closer look at that really key level. Theresa May, is she going, is she staying? You've got the European elections as well today, which will no doubt weigh on her a bit more. But that's a really key level that I'd have marked up today. Euro, key support going back here to 2017 in January. If that's to close below maybe the week, I would expect some more to the downside. However, it is a key level of support that people will be identifying. We had some decent resistance earlier today around 111.67, 111.70, which was a previous low from the 21st in the afternoon. That's acted as a good resistance on the first retest of that. I'd still be keeping an eye. Should we see a bit of recovery into the back end of the session. Another market where the longer term levels are still holding very firm here, you can see, is gold. The trend line from the low of last year, fantastically well respected as support before that breakthrough, and we're retesting the upside again. We also did this yesterday, as you can see, and it was the high of the day yesterday. We're testing again now. Really key for the bulls and the bears to keep an eye on this. Back above here, I wouldn't be too surprised to see a further push on over the coming days around 12.84, 85, which has been quite a key level over the past few months. As you can see, some support around there in 12.90. But just testing now for the moment, so one to keep an eye on as well. S&P equities in general, I still think between 2900 and 2800, it's a bit range bound, almost best to leave alone. A case of being long above 2900, short below 2800, and the low that we had on the 25th of March. What goes on in between here I think was likely to be quite choppy and almost best left alone. But just looking more intraday, let's put the pivots on for a bit of context. I think an area I would like the look of is around 28.43 is a good area of resistance, or your line in the sand should things start to change. We did have a breakdown earlier this morning from this trend line, which was respected overnight, not just in the S&P but the Dow Jones, DAX, and most equity markets. Similar looking price action on that breakthrough as we have entered a bit of risk off in the market, which is helping gold, of course, test that trend line now. As usual, any questions, please do let me know. But I hope you'll have a good trading day.